the Arna
Am I on
Township
the,
is,
my name is Glenn
yeah.
Sladek, am I on the agenda to speak, or must I?
Yes.
Or was that a
Yes,
blanket
yes.
statement? Okay, so I'm waiting yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you can
Right.
speak.
You're,
You can go ahead and speak, yes.
You got the floor.
I assume this is where to come
You're fine.
on. Right on this. Good evening. December 9th, ready? 2024. Wow. I'm Glenn Sladek. I live at 73261 Markville Road, Sandstone, Minnesota, 55072. Okay? Wife and I bought the property in 1994. Okay? 30 years ago. Okay? So with that, in order for me to understand my proposed 2025 Arna Township taxes on my property, okay, what I'm asking for under this FOIA request is for Arna Township's check register copies for the years of 2022, 2023 in their entirety, and 2024 up to this present date, along with the Arna Township 2025 budget. That's it, simple.
Well, there is a Data Practice Act that we don't have, because we don't have to give you that information, not a check by check.
Okay,
Because the Data Practice Act only applies to the metropolitan townships, you know, the 7-county metropolitan townships. It does not apply to the rural townships.
You know that very well, don't you?
Yes, I do. You want me to give you the, I got the number.
We don't need their number.
I got the floor, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Am I accurate in understanding that you have denied my FOIA request?
You gotta answer them.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
We are not,
There's a reason that I'm here, it's like everyone else is pretty frustrated. Okay? Pretty high taxes. And whether it's from regulation and over enforcement that is bankrupting this township so they cannot run. We, as a township, cannot run in the black. I don't know. I can't make that decision without seeing the check registers, okay? So I have no way of knowing. I think to be honest and upfront with everybody here, which I'm not insinuating in 1 ounce that anything illegal has gone on, okay? I think if you as a board would be honest and upfront. I have been told by Pine County at the Truth and Taxation meeting by Mrs. Lovgren, I believe her name was, she's outgoing, and Roger Nelson is coming, and I talked to him as well after the meeting, and I was assured that the board must supply me with the check registers at the very least. Okay, I wasn't going to bring any of this up to you today. When I go to the Pine County Truth and Taxation, it's very transparent. Okay, that's all I'm asking for. Because at that point, I think you can get rid of a lot of this crosstalk. I really do. I think if you did they just run the budget through, which you'll have, and that was part of my request is the budget. Just see it, it's probably out. There's no big deal. I just want you to be honest, upfront, and truthful with everybody. And I believe you would get rid of a lot of this, because this is a fiasco. And what I'm seeing now, if a lawyer is to be called in to mediate the meeting, whatever the thing was, I couldn't hear it, and it was bugging me. I could not hear it. That's only going to drive my tax, the Arna portion of my taxes, up still higher. and you're already bankrupt by being basically over enforcement is what I believe, but I can't say that because I can't see the check register, the books to even offer, like, hey, how about this, how about that? But I would say one thing, to just make a snap decision to bring in a lawyer to mediate a meeting or to be president of a meeting, it's a true waste of my taxpayer dollars. At this point, I don't know what you would see, what sense you would see in it. At this point, there's no lawsuits going forward or anything like that that I know of against the township, okay? I think what the township folks want to see is what the expenses are and where it's going. Be transparent with it. Can I be any more honest and straightforward? But I don't want to get lumped into a disrespectful arm or element of what's going on here. For crying out loud, you and I know we're trying to, whatever, get the stupid fired.
Right.
Whatever. If they're just trying to get it, if you're here, gonna live here, how about do it? I have a tendency, trust me, if you don't know, I could be just like Todd in a second. I can, because when I flip out and get, it can happen like that. But for some reason tonight, I felt like we can, if the answer was no, and you weren't gonna do it, I'm just gonna have to come back and ask you again and again and again for the same thing I asked you, and that's what I'm going to do. I live here now, okay? And I'm not, but to spend excessive more money, my taxes probably percentage-wise in this township probably went up more than I think. I'm saying this without knowing, but I probably had a higher percentage tax increase in the Arna Township, not on the valuation, nothing like that. That went up 79%, but my Arna portion went up 223.43%, 223. Better let me be accurate on that. I don't want to say any false. I wasn't going this thing. Am I making sense, or is this just a bunch of hogwash?
No, you're making sense, 100%.
Can we agree that spending money to have a lawyer present of all things is a ludicrous waste of money?
Well, it probably is, it's just that there's so many people that.
Can we agree?
That you can't talk, you know, that you can't talk to them, you know.
But is a lawyer gonna help that? Okay, I like your, Derek, and that's the thing, I don't even know his name. I like, just take a chill pill, put it off. Because I don't know what, Bob has a seat here, I know Bob good, and known him for probably the whole 30 years I owned the place. But he has a seat at the table, but he ain't got a seat at I don't even know who's supposed to be representing me and my tax dollars or whatever, how it works. I don't want the chair either, trust me. I don't really want to be in the fire department, but trust me, but you stopped to help me when I was pulled out on the side of the road, and I'll never forget it. And that's what people do.
Right.
And so, and that's, but can we agree to be totally transparent as you possibly can would help matters some, just huge.
It would.
So
It would be like,
what
it would solve the problem.
What is there to be ashamed of? And I don't believe there probably is nothing, and I really don't. 223.43% is what my Arna Township went up. My Arna Township was at 236.94. It is now 766.34. Okay, do you understand why not ever coming to a meeting for 30 years? Why I'm here tonight?
I don't know why.
And I get that. My valuation went up.
I was going to say your valuation.
But my valuation went up 79%. So we'll take 79 off of that 223. We still got whatever 160. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to argue that point. That's mute. Why I came up here to address this now is I didn't want to be lumped up into a disrespectful deal, but I do want you to hear my point, hear it well, loud and clear. Please do not spend more money, or that percentage is just going to be worse yet, because I think over enforcement is already causing a big part of your problems. More rules, penalties, fines, and regulations are not what we need in anywhere, much less in this township. I'd say get rid of the whole works. Thank you for listening.
Well, you can't, you can't get rid of the whole works because, you know.
I get it, we need governance.
Right, yeah, because
I just,
it
but,
would be nice if we could, but people are going to take advantage of it and.
that's, hearing
So
it.
that's why we have to.
I've made my point, I
So,
believe
yeah.
you have heard, correct? Have you all heard?
I heard, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
Thank you for
Understood.
listening.
yeah.
Yeah, so, back with that, yeah, I don't think you should come.
No, it's not, it wouldn't do anything anyway.